Welcome to this end of year special edition. This time, a special feature on the Gambia Public Procurement Authority GPPA, a public institution contributing significantly to the Gambia's development trajectory. The GPPA in focus.
The mandate of the Gambia Public Procurement Authority is to regulate and monitor public procurement. So, public procurement is the process of buying goods, services, works, including construction, by the government to provide public services to improve the lives and well-being of citizens. And to do this, the process involves complying with laws and regulations, and that is what is the public procurement system. I, as a leader, I have a vision, and my vision is aligned with the vision of the government, the executive. And to accomplish my vision, I need teams. And my role is to lead, guide, inspire, and provide resources to the team to achieve the goals of this vision. So the teams are my senior management team, my management team, of course, and the general staff. We also have a hybrid team, which is the senior management team and the director at the Directorate of Procurement at the Ministry of Finance, and also the Complaints Review Board and the Competition Commission.
During the year 2024, the GPPA significantly revamped its systems, going digital and making procurement processes even easier and friendlier. It is worth noting that this institution has an uncompromising stance on compliance. Thus, the compliance unit of the GPPA ensures compliance in all procurement activities, ensuring value for money. Despite challenges, compliance rate has significantly improved during the year 2024.
The compliance department's role is to monitor and regulate the procurement system in the Gambia. Our functions are in various ways. We are engaged in the prior approvals. When I say prior approval, I mean procuring organizations in the Gambia, in the public sector, do send their procurement requests to our organization, that is GPPA, for prior approval before the procurement commences. And we give them approval to do the procurement. However, the second function, we are involved as the compliance department. We also do the monitoring, which is the post reviews, which involves the reviewing their procurement after the procurement has already been done. For some time, then we go and then review to see whether it has complied with the act and the regulation. And then we want the general public to know that we are here for the entire Gambia. We want to ensure that every procurement, every money that procurement officers are spending, they are spending it in a very wise way and make sure at the end of the day we achieve value for money. Many times you will hear people are saying that GPPA's protocol is a bit slow, but all we are trying to do is to make sure that the due process are followed.
We are an authority, of course, that regulates public procurement to ensure that procurements are fair and transparent. And as such, my message to the public is that the creation of the authority by government is in the right direction, in the sense that that is what prevails in all parts of the world. As users of public funds, they must ensure that, or the public must ensure that the limited resources that we have. Of course, we know the Gambia, we are limited in terms of resources. The limited resources that we have must be used judiciously. I think that is very important. And that can only be done if procedures and processes are followed to the latter. They will ensure fairness in award of contracts, and ensure transparency in award of contracts, and they will ensure that those using public funds use them in the right direction to achieve, of course, value for money, so that whatever they buy will be able to give exactly the actual value that it needs for the public.
With a clear vision to ensure the next generation of procurement professionals have the required training, the GPPA, under its leadership, has established the Gambia Public Procurement Institute to prepare the next generation of procurement professionals.
GPPA, as a technical arm of the authority, which is GPPA, is responsible for professional development of procurement workforce and career professionals in the procurement domain to train career professionals, and that will be able to execute public contracts, which is all taxpayers' money, and take procurement to a level where institutions will comply with the mandate that is given to them by the Act. As you can see, we have the 2022 Public Procurement Act, which was passed in the National Assembly and assented to by His Excellency, the President of the Republic. The Institute started with certificate and then progressed to diploma in public procurement and eventually advanced diploma. And as I speak to you, the Institute has partnered with 2 leading universities, and one in India that is called KL University, and the other one in Ghana of 70 University in Ghana. It's a leading university. It's a Kumasi Technical University. Now, the essence of the partnership is to ensure that public procurement officials and career professionals in all the public domain will be able to take their career to another level.
The economic development of any country, any nation, is significantly dependent on the effectiveness of its public expenditure and the performance of its public procurement system. The public procurement system cuts across all sectors of the economy, and so you can see the importance. The government can effectively use the public procurement system to deliver public services to improve the lives and well-being of its citizens, and through this to achieve the policy goals of government. And that's what public procurement system can do for government and for the people of this country. For instance, the public procurement system can promote the attainment of social responsibility and sustainability by incorporating responsible business standards into the public procurement system. You can achieve social responsibility and sustainability.
This is one of the departments under the operations, because it's policy and operations, where we make that we regulate all procuring, all suppliers who are to supply Gambia government. Okay. The law provided in section 31 and 32 that all economic operators must register with the authority in order to do government supplies. Okay, in that we have a procedure where we require certain things before we register you finally to participate in government biddings. That is, we consider the legality of the business. That is, you must submit certain requirement, that is to business registration certificate from the Ministry of Justice. That signifies your legality to do business in general. And another options that we also ask for is the tax identification. That is, we must get your record of your tax identification to see that you are somebody who registered the business, and then you also pay your tax. And the other thing we look at is the after tax is your identification. Who are you? That is either local or you must have your identification, your ID card presented as well. Now in companies too, we ask for memorandum of association or memorandum of certificate, and then there also we also ask for the shareholders. So in all this, when processed, of course you pay certain amount of fee for each category, and then we have a database where all registered suppliers are. This is what the government will also, through all institutions, will definitely source their procurement with these suppliers. So as we go on, year by year, it increases, and procurement also becomes one. So definitely, this is why this department is so key. And as a revenue generating department, definitely we are expanding, and also we make sure that procurement is transparent and then fair play, because mostly we have various categories. Thereby, each supplier will register for a certain category, and this is where you are required by the law to operate. So that is the functions of my department, as we know.
Transforming the GPPA into a center of excellence. This is the vision of its leadership. The GPPA stands firm in its commitment to ensure value for money.
The achievement I'm going to talk about, these are not my personal achievement, but the achievements of the team. Number one is the Gambia Public Procurement Portal. This is the first of its kind to revolutionize the traditional paper and manual process to a digital process. So this is the beginning of digitalizing the procurement system in the country. We were able to have that, and it's ongoing. Another achievement perhaps will be the regulation, the Gambia Public Procurement Regulation. For the first time, the Gambia has been able to develop its own regulation in-house by itself. It's an organic. And the team were able to accomplish this in 2023, revised in 2024, currently submitted to the Cabinet through Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Justice for approval. We have also accomplished development of the Gambia Public Electronic Procurement System, the Electronic Procurement System, the EGP regulation. Again, if I'm right, in the sub-region here, Gambia is the only country that has an e-regulation. Again, we have accomplished this through assistance from the World Bank, and we have submitted this to Cabinet through Ministry of Finance for approval, and we are waiting for the approval. These are some of the major achievements we've been able to accomplish during 2024.
We journey with you into the future and wish you all a happy and prosperous new year.